Hmm. It's nice and hot out here. Nice and hot out here. I think it's like 80 something out here. But yeah, let's dig right into it. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Well, today is May the 4th be with you, I think. And I don't give a damn about it. I don't give a damn about Star Wars anymore. I'm pretty much done with it, but let's see. Let's see what I wanted to say. And a whole bunch of stuff I wanted to say before I pressed the record button. Now I can't say anything. Sometimes I get camera shy. But yeah. May the 4th be with you today. And some things I want to talk about regarding Star Wars. I try to stray away from Star Wars because I don't like Star Wars anymore. Well, I don't like what it's become, I should say. But this thing was streaming on 4K. What the heck happened? Anyways, so I guess that series by the Russian doll writer, whatever her name is, I can't even think of Headland or something like that. I guess that's being confirmed. And Tico Woke, Wajigger, whatever his name is I guess he's getting a Star Wars film. And what did I say to that? I don't care. That's not Star Wars. Whatever he's producing or going to produce, it won't be Star Wars. It won't be anywhere close to what Lucas had. Shoot, probably won't be anywhere close to what Abrams had. Just on. This is what I'm just thinking about now. This is the reason why I don't like talking about Star Wars. But I guess this is where I'm at with Star Wars. I'm always gonna like the old stuff. I'm always gonna like Episode 6. Not Episode 6. That's a Episode 6. I'm always gonna like the 6 episodes, the 6 films, the first 6, I should say. I'm always gonna like those. I don't care what anybody say about the prequels. They weren't as bad as what people want to believe. Yes, you may have some boringness in the beginning with the whole Trade Federation dealings and all that stuff. That's fine with me. Um, I think one of the reasons why I don't really brag on Phantom is because it's the payoff towards the end with the Darth Maul and Obi-Wan and the Qui-Gon fight. So I have watched it recently, and I get why people complain about it, the Jar Jar and all the Trade Federation and all kinds of other stuff, but it's not as offensive as people like to make it out to be. It really isn't. But I'll say this: out of all the prequels, the one I hate the most, which I don't really hate that like that, but the one I probably should say I dislike the most is probably Attack of the Clones. And I knew I wasn't gonna like it because I knew it was gonna be some romantic story, which is crucial, of course, to the story of Anakin. But I knew it was gonna be some stuff going on romantically. Now, the whole sand thing, I hate. Dang, I whole hate sand. The thing I hate most about the Attack of the Clones is not so much the romantic stuff. It's the way it was produced and the dialogue all around it. I think Lucas should have got somebody else to do all that because that was quite lame. It's quite boring to say. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of it at all. And as we go down the river, let's see. I like some. What's my biggest part I like about Attack of the Clones? I think the things I like about Attack of the Clones is I'm trying to think. I do like the little chase scene in Coruscant with Anakin and Obi Wan, but I do like that Samuel L. Jackson finally got a lightsaber and started doing some stuff. I also like that Count Dooku. As old as Count Dooku or Christopher Lee was, I know it's part of the movie, but as old as Count Dooku was, it just tells you how much powerful he was, probably more than Obi Wan and Anakin at the time. And I do like the whole Yoda and Qui-Gon fight, whole Yoda and Count Dooku fight. Well, that CGI wasn't that bad. Not like it is now with some movies, like Endgame. I think it's a couple of shots in Endgame. It was just like this is just too much CGI, but I think the CGI wasn't that bad for Yoda flipping around and everything. And then we get to Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith is my second favorite Star Wars movie. Yes, it is. And I think it's probably the best out of all the prequels. I think as time went on with George's going with the story in the prequels, I think he got better with what he wanted to do. Plus, it was the finale and everything. Things I like about that movie, everything. It's dark. Nobody wins. I don't even think really Anakin really doesn't win. Becoming Darth Vader and losing everything, basically. That's not winning. I think the only person, well, we already know the only person that won out of this whole entire movie, and it's basically half of his movie, is the Emperor, of course. That's the only person that won. And I can go on all by day about Revenge of the Sith. I need to make a separate stream just for Revenge of the Sith. But yeah, I love that movie. I know it has a whole bunch of memes in it that come from it, I should say. And I think my favorite scene is not even the Anakin Obi-Wan fight. Yes, that's amazing and everything. It's one of my favorite fight scenes, I guess. All movies, but the scene that freaking I enjoy the most and also laugh at a lot is when Mace Windu and the other Jedi are trying to capture Palpatine, and Anakin shows up, and that scene scene is just funny. Thinking about it now, the scene is just funny because the Emperor, he's sitting there all weak, and Anakin cuts Mace Windu's hands off. It's just unlimited power scene is just funny to me. But the whole Anakin just falling to the dark side in that scene, I like it. It got me pumped because you know what's gonna happen now. Now we really get to the nitty gritty of how we got to Darth Vader and the whole Empire coming around. So I like that. I first saw Revenge of the Sith 15 years ago now, almost. I was kind of thinking that when it came to Anakin getting burnt to a crisp, I thought it would be more. No, I didn't think he would get fully burnt to a crisp, like burnt to seasoning ash almost. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I thought maybe maybe just say like his voice box, not his voice box, but his throat got burnt, something like that. I didn't know his whole body got burnt too. I can't even think of the word I want to say. I didn't know he got burnt like that, but yeah, that's Revenge of the Sith for me when I think about it. Rogue One, it's all right. I heard recently that what's her name in the Felicity Jones character, Jane Erso. I think that was her name. I don't remember. I only watched the movie twice. I guess I didn't really read too much about it because once I saw the headline saying Luke's heroics are lesser now, I kind of just blanked out and just kept scrolling. But anyways, the only parts I really like about Rogue One is Darth Vader at the end. So that's it. Oh, Clone Wars TV show, the newest one. I like it. I haven't seen the new seasons yet. No, yep, I haven't seen the new season yet, and I heard it had some slow parts in it, but yeah, I haven't seen any of them yet. I think I'm just waiting for all of them to show up, which I think they have done now. I don't have Disney Plus, but I have a Connect who has Disney Plus, so I can just use that password and username to get on there. But I'm not gonna lie, I've been on Disney Plus probably twice. One time to watch Return of the Jedi, and just to see. The other time was just to see what was on there, how it looks, what it looks like. Other than that, I don't have any sort of type of desire to get on there or even pay Disney. Remember, they hate men. So why would I pay something that hates me? But anyways, so that's the Clone Wars. I like I do like that the Clone Wars gave a little bit more definition to Anakin's heroics, because we don't really get to see. We get to see some good nature of Anakin in the prequels, and but I think the Clone Wars do a little bit better job of the building the character of Anakin and also a couple of other characters. So I do give the Clone Wars that. I give them a lot of that. And I don't really bag on Hayden Christensen's portrayal. He got what he got due to writing. I don't think it's him. I don't think people should start. This is the thing about, before I go into it, because this is probably going to pop up again. I don't really get into bagging on actors. If the role, if they had a character that sucked or something like that, or was annoying. They did their part. They did what they were supposed to do. If you want to bag on character, you can bag on the characters. Don't bag on the actors. Like the whole, what's her name? Rose. That wasn't the actor that I had a problem with. It's the freaking character. Why did they have this character in it? Well, we get to that later. But as far as Hayden Christensen and what's his name, Jake Lloyd, people should get on them. Same thing with the dude who played Jar Jar. Don't get on them. They did what they did, what was in the script. Now, if you want to get at the person for having a horrible character or anything like that, get on the writers. But anyways, so we get down to New Hope. New Hope, first of its kind, of course. First Star Wars movie of all time. First Star Wars movie of all time. First Star Wars movie. I like it. George Lucas set out with a simple idea, and he did it. Became a cultural phenomenon. And if it wasn't for this movie, I would be on here talking about Star Wars, of course. So that's that. I should look for my old videos. I had an old video, probably not too long ago, probably back in December, of what was my favorite Star Wars movies ranking. Maybe I should go look at my computer for that and upload it later. Dang, these flies out here. So we get down to Empire Strikes Back, and since this is 40th anniversary this year, I'm gonna say this: Empire Strikes Back. Wait a minute, they're doing construction next door. I don't know where it's coming from. I'm gonna have to say Empire Strikes Back is my favorite Star Wars movie and one of my favorite movies of all time. And I'm glad I'm glad Lucas did what he did with this movie, especially showing more of Darth Vader. And I would say Darth Vader really made this movie. Matter of fact, this is his movie. This is before Thanos came around, or Loki and Joker, or whatever it is. This was technically his movie. This is when you say somebody wins. But I still don't think he really won. He may have won for, let's say, the Empire in a sort of way, for the Emperor, but he didn't really win. He wanted his son. His son escaped with his daughter and their friends in the Millennium Falcon. I say probably the only person that really won in that movie is probably Jabba the Hutt, because he got Han Solo. Probably Boba Fett too, because he got Han Solo. I guess in a way, the Empire did win. They did force the rebels out of their base. Duh. But dang, Darth Vader in that movie alone, his menacing, especially he's fighting Luke, the menacing. One scene that always get me was when Anakin, when Luke was just traveling down that little hallway, Darth Vader just jumps out of nowhere. As a kid, that kind of scared me. So him jumping out of that hallway always frightened me. Still frightens me today. Still gets me to this day. I don't know why. But yes, Empire Strikes Back. I memorized that whole line when Darth Vader cut off Luke's hand. I'm sure a whole bunch of people do. I memorized every line in that whole movie, that whole fight. Anyways, that can be a whole stream in itself talking about Empire Strikes Back. And then we have Return of the Jedi, the payoff to the whole series. Yes, payoff, how everything ends. And I like that everything came full circle. If you watch all of them from Phantom Menace to Return of the Jedi, how everything comes full circle. Anakin's redemption and his fulfillment of the prophecy, and the Empire being destroyed, the Emperor being gone for good. So and then we get to Disney Star Wars. It just, when it comes to Disney Star Wars, it just seems like it doesn't connect with anything because they try to trash everything that came down before that. I know this is like beating a dead horse, but Force Awakens, let's see, let me say this. Force Awakens, when it first came out, I was 50-50 with it. I saw it 3 times because I don't know why I saw it 3 times. I saw it the first day. The movie was already kind of ruined for me before I even got into the movie theater because people was talking about Han Solo died. I didn't want to believe it, and then, yeah, I saw the movie. I saw it early morning. Probably the earliest I ever saw a movie. I saw it again for some reason. Two more times. I don't know why. But, I knew it was basically a rehash of New Hope, just watching the whole entire movie. Just from the start, I said, oh, this is going the New Hope way. But I had faith in Force Awakens when it first came out, after it was released and everything. Bought the Blu-ray. And then we get to the angriest I ever been in the movie theater, Last Jedi. I was down in Florida watching that. And the thing about it, I had a warning before watching this. I had a warning that some of my friends said it didn't feel like Star Wars. And they said it was dry and all kinds of other stuff. But I didn't believe them. I had faith. I had some hope. Whatever hope I had left. And then I watched the movie and then realized I should have blinded myself with, no, I'm joking. Then I realized that it's over. The dream is over. The dream is dead. The dream is gone. But all the magicness of Star Wars is gone after watching this movie. It ruined my rest of my Orlando vacation. Yes, I take vacations to Orlando every December. It's part of regrouping and basically being by myself, going to Universal Studios and all that. Trying to drive down to Miami. I didn't realize how long that drive down to Miami was, but yeah, it's basically me. What I like to say, if you guys watch Seinfeld, the summer of George, but it's the winter of Steve. Usually it's by myself. Usually I try to pick up women along the way down in Orlando because it is Florida. Florida may be some areas a little bit Florida man-ish, goofball, but can't lie, Florida does have some fine women down there. Whammon. But anyways, enough about that. But yeah, it ruined my whole rest of my trip. It made me hate Disney even more now. I think after that, kind of boycotted going to Disneyland too. No, I didn't boycott Disneyland. Yes, I used to go to Disneyland, people. Used to have the pass and everything. And I think slowly after the whole Last Jedi fiasco, I stopped going. So you know what? I'm not giving Disney any more of my money. You hate the fans, so why would I give you guys money? And the only reason why Disney was getting money from me because, of course, Marvel. I had to finish it. It's 2018, so Infinity War was right around the corner. So I wasn't going to wait to watch it. Wait to watch it on Redbox. And everybody spoiled it. No. So I had the whole Last Jedi fiasco. Solo was boring. I saw that twice. fell asleep both times. The reason why I saw it the second time, Mom wanted to see it. And then you had Rise of Skywalker, and no comment. I really had nothing to say about Rise of Skywalker. There's really nothing to say, but they try to make things better, but they just make things worse in a way. You bring back the Emperor, and you undo Anakin's redemption, which Darth Vader and Anakin is my favorite character out of the whole entire saga. And then you do, I don't even remember that movie. I only seen it once. I try to erase it out my memory banks. What else happened in that movie that was stupid? There's a whole bunch of stuff, but oh yeah, the Death Star still being around. They basically retconned the Death Star. All of a sudden, there's a door to the, what is it, to the left, in the Emperor's throne room now. A door that wasn't even there, or whatever. Stupid movie. And then we had The Mandalorian. I have not seen The Mandalorian because, going back to what I said about Disney Plus, I don't want to pay for it. But then again, I guess I'll watch The Mandalorian since I have a password now and a username. But let's just say this. Disney took, like I said before, Disney took all the fun out of watching Star Wars. They really did. Just with all these stupid retcons and trying to make Rey better than Luke, Anakin, Obi-Wan, whoever came before her. It's just ridiculous. And then they got this stupid High Council crap coming out as books and comics. I don't understand Disney's decisions and what they was trying to do. I understand that you want to reach out to a new generation and all that stuff, but and try to keep up with some of the times, but Lucas didn't try to do that when he came out with Star Wars. He didn't try to put whatever's going on in 1976, 1977 into Star Wars. He made it worlds away from the real world, an escape. He did it 6 times. Well, yeah, granted, he tried to use real life things in the movies, especially when you get to the prequels, but you still understand he was in the Star Wars universe. When you watch Disney Star Wars, it doesn't feel like Star Wars. I remember in Force Awakens, I think it was Finn asking Rey, does she have a boyfriend? And the way he was asking it, like, he sounded like somebody asking that on a street corner or something like that. Asking some chick, she have a boyfriend at a party or something like that. That's what that sounded like. At some function somewhere, some house party, at a club. That didn't feel like Star Wars at all. Didn't sound like Star Wars. I don't think boyfriend was ever mentioned in Star Wars, those exact words. Now, I know when it comes to original series, there was a little bit, when it comes to the dialogue, it was a little bit more lenient, more laid back, especially with Harrison Ford as Han Solo. And then you get to the prequels, it's kind of a stupid old English and Shakespearean crap they had going on. When you get to the sequel trilogy, it's just like they try to add in so much 2017, 16, 18, 19, 20 words, lexicons into it, all kinds of other B crap, bow jive into it. Just stupid. Speaking of Finn, I really hate what they did to his character. His character actually had something going in Force Awakens, and they just made him a stupid goofball, the stupid black goofball. Was Lando the stupid black goofball? Was Mace Windu the stupid black goofball? No, they wasn't. Lando was smooth. Mace, on the other hand, he was stoic, stern. Especially you get to watch the Clone Wars, he really is. Every black person in every freaking Well, a piece of media don't have to be a gangster. Well, they can, but they don't have to be some thug or some freaking beta cuck or some. They don't have to be gay or transgender and that. Just make him a character with a storyline. Don't make him a goofball. That's what they did with Finn. They didn't make him transgender, I said, but they just made him a goofball. Made his character uninteresting. And then when they even when he was about to make the sacrifice in the Last Jedi, they cut him off from it. And they tried to do it again with Force Awakens. Not Force Awakens, but Rise of Skywalker, saying he could possibly be Force sensitive. It's just stupid. Stuff that didn't make sense. But shoot. I said that's Star Wars for you now. That is Star Wars. Video games, let's see. I had a lot of fun playing video games. I think I spent the summer of 2005 just playing every Star Wars video game that ever came out on PS1 and Xbox. I think the ones I haven't played is the Clone Wars on GameCube, was it? I think my favorite Star Wars game is probably the second Battlefront, LucasArts Battlefront, not the EA Sports. I have the first EA Sports Battlefront, and I played it for a whole summer, not the whole summer, but half of the summer of 2016, but it just didn't feel the same as the first one. And I haven't played the second one. I refuse to buy that one. So yeah, I had to say Battlefront 2 LucasArts version is one of my favorites. I do like the Jedi Knight series, Outcast and all that. Played those a lot. What's the new one? Force Unleashed. Not the new one, but the other ones. Force Unleashed, I like those too. Trying to think. I used to play a lot of the Phantom Menace, the movie-based Phantom Menace one. Just played that a lot, going around with Qui-Gon, killing all the kids on Tatooine. That was funny. Going back to Super Nintendo, I think I played all three of the original trilogy's games, but I never can be able to beat them. I don't know why. I don't know. Shoot. Trying to think of anything else about Star Wars. Dang, I can't think of anything else about Star Wars. Well, talk about theme park rides. Well, since I boycotted Disneyland, I haven't been able to get there and see what's really going on with that new Star Wars land. I think that was a mistake in itself, trying to go with the sequel trilogy. Let me try to relate to the fans. I don't really understand how you can relate to something that nobody really likes. I think they would got their their heads out their butts. They could have realized that maybe you should do something based on the original, or based on, if you wanted to put this sequel trilogy, try to base the park on every sort of aspect of Star Wars. Prequels, the original trilogy, to sequel trilogy. They could have easily did that somehow, some way, instead of just making it strictly on the sequel trilogy, which nobody likes. I'm sure people have a nice experience in Star Wars and all that, but sequel trilogy ain't for me. It ain't my cup of tea, so I had no point in going. Or maybe I'll go when I release my other channel, my outdoors channel. Once this this bug thing is over with. I don't know when Disneyland's opening back up, but whatever. I did like the what's the Star Wars ride, one of the first Star Wars rides, theme park ride. I can't even think of it right now. The one it's a simulator. I can't even think of it right now. I can't even think. I can't believe that. But yeah, the one that's a simulator when you're, I think Darth Vader is looking for the rebel spy or something like that. I can't even think of the name right now. I don't want to say the Force Continues, but I don't think that's the name of it. I can't even think of it right now. But yes, that one I did like it when I first got on it. I think I went on the original version. I think I don't remember. So it was a long time ago. It gave me a headache. I know that much. I think the best Star Wars theme park ride that I ever rode, I should say. There ain't that many now. Wasn't even really supposed to be a Star Wars ride. I think it's just themed to Star Wars. Was Hyperspace Mountain, which is basically Space Mountain decorated in Star Wars. Oh shoot! I think that's the best one. Other than that, they really ain't that many Star Wars rides out there to be really talking about, of course. So yeah. So I think that's it. My voice is getting dry, tongue is getting dry, and all that stuff. So as far as the channel is concerned, I haven't been doing some of these live streams. I haven't been releasing any videos, but expect the videos coming out tomorrow, and that's pretty much it. I don't be anybody else's live stream. I don't know, but yeah. But for anybody new watching this, if you like this video, please subscribe, hit that like button as well, and I'm out of here. I need some water. It's dry out here.